Hello students, welcome to online classes. Today our topic is from your 7th lesson C reading, Unity in Diversity in India, Part 2. Unity in Diversity in India. In the first part of this lesson, we discussed the variety in India is enormous, yet its unity is amazing. The large size of the land, religions, languages, colors, food, clothing habits, etc. are the reasons for its tremendous diversity. But the spiritual, cultural, philosophical, and humanitarian heritage accounts for the surprising unity in India. On the surface, there appear many divisions, but there is superior oneness that binds all Indians together. Even foreigners like Herbert Vincent A. Smith admired the distinguishing unity amidst astounding diversity in India. This unity in India was clearly visible even in the very early times of Indian history. Despite different castes, communities, nationalities, and races, India has one heart. Our common and rich culture of art and literature serves as a bond of unity. Different faiths, creeds from all directions have merged into one. Among 150 dialects and 22 recognized regional languages, India has become our lingua franca and Hindi as the national language. Students, you can see here I gave you two pictures. One is related to the different religions and second one is for the languages. Here so many states are there and the languages are given right side of that picture. Observe those pictures. Let's continue our lesson, Unity in Diversity in India. Here is the glossary. Sages, wise people, seers, people who claim that they can see what is going to happen in the future. Piety, showing a deep respect for, especially for God or religion. Penance, voluntary self-punishment for wrongdoing. Contemplation, the act of thinking deeply. Let's continue our lesson. India has a rich cultural heritage. We are inheritors of several grand treasures in the fields of music, fine arts, dance, drama, theatre, and sculpture. Our sages and seers have left behind a tradition of piety, penance, spiritual greatness, conquest of passion, etc. Our scriptures are the storehouses of spiritual wisdom. Our saints aspired to the realization of the infinite. We have inherited great spiritual values contrasted with which the materialistic progress of the West appears insignificant. The West has to learn a lot from India, and it has now been realized when people in the United States and Europe are turning to the Indian way of life. Indian yogis and maharishis, musicians and spiritual leaders have all attracted them in a big way. A significant motto Project India's cultural unity has been the holding of festivals of India in various parts of the world. The West is fast inclining towards our spiritual values, which includes meditation and contemplation, charity and love, universal brotherhood and fear of God, piety and unselfishness, control of passions and peace of mind. Our cultural unity is further exemplified by the temples of the south and of Khajuraho, the caves of Ajanta and Ellora, which are shining examples of India's proficiency in sculpture and architecture. Our music has come to enjoy worldwide popularity. Indian classical music, like the Indian dances, is built on the concept of ragas and talas. Each raga is regarded appropriate to certain time of the day or the night. There are believed to be about 250 ragas in common use in the north as well as in the south. In the modern times, people like Ravi Shankar have taken Indian music to the West and thus bridged the gap between the music of the East and the West. Other significant features of India's cultural unity are the variety, color, and the emotional richness of its dances. The country abounds in tribal dances, folk dances, as well as classical dances of great virtuosity. Throughout India, dance is regarded not merely as an accompaniment to social intercourse, but also as a mode of aesthetic expression and spiritual realization. The great symbol of dance is Shiva, the cosmic dancer, depicted in sculpture and poetry as Nataraja. Similarly, the classical theatre in India has a history of more than 2000 years. It was performed in palaces and in temples. The classical plays combined music and dance. Tragedy was and is still discouraged otherwise. The range of themes covered is wide. It is this strand of cultural unity running through the country that we are here to, and to which people in the West are increasingly turning now. It is up to the younger generation to uphold this torch of cultural unity for the rest of the world to see, follow, and emulate, and not get dazed by the superficial prosperity and material achievement of the West, where man has set foot on the moon in his quest for space travel, but finds himself isolated in his own society and community. Students, hope you understand this lesson. After completing our lesson, here are some comprehension questions. Let us check them. Students, here I am giving you answers from the third question. First and second questions are in your first part. Let us start from the third question. Pick out the factors that contribute to unity in diversity. Answer. India is known for its unity in diversity. Indian unity has its roots in its civilization. Indian culture also serves as a bond on unity. Arts forms, dance, music, temples, and spiritual heirs also contribute to India's unity. Fourth question. Why did the writer use the statement, "It is mere collection of separate people"? Give reasons. Answer. The writer emphasizes India's amazing unity in its immense diversity. He supports his statement with various examples. India's early history is also quoted for long. India has been a home for many languages, many regions, cultures, creeds, etc. People of different sects appear as distinct entities and are united. They are one. They have one heart. Fifth question. Hindi is now understood and recognized as the national language of India. Do you agree or disagree with the author? Give reasons. Answer. The writer says that Hindi is now recognized as the national language. I agree with him to a great extent. People almost all over India understand Hindi. There are, however, some exceptions, mainly in the south. People are yet to accept and acquire Hindi. After comprehension questions, here is the writing part. Fill in the table with the most appropriate dance form related to each state and the occasion on which it is performed. Here is the table from your textbook. Go through it. Answers for the writing part. In Telangana, name of the state Telangana and the dance form Perani Thandavam. In Andhra Pradesh, the dance form is Kuchipudi. Punjab, Bhangra. Karnataka, Yakshaganam. Kerala, Kathakali, Mohiniyattam. Orissa, Odissi. Tamil Nadu, Bharatanatyam. Students, hope you understand this lesson. We'll meet in the next class.